right, guys, we are back. This is going to be my fourth PC that I've owned. This is going to be a new build. We can start off with this CPU. This is the RYZEN 9900X. It's a 12-core, 24-thread processor. It was about $380 when I got it. None of these parts, if I say a price, is going to be what it is because the PC market is screwed. It's because of this company right here and just everything going on in the world. So if I say a price and you guys say, hey, I didn't find it for that price, don't shoot the messenger, all right? If you guys want to wait until later on in the year and buy some PC parts, it might be smarter because right now it's up and down, up and down, up and down. But when I bought this, this was like $380. So this is the CPU. GPU, forget about it. 5070 Ti. I wanted a 5080, right? 5080s are supposed to retail at $1,000. That's how much I paid for this. It's terrible. But 5070 Ti, I've never had the 70 series variant. I've always had the 80 series, but this is probably going to be a beautiful card. It's, 16 gigabytes. It's going to do what I need it to do. I'm pretty sure my system's going to be pretty well balanced, but this was $1,000. If you guys want like an equivalent equal to this, you could probably get the AMD 9070 XT. You could probably find those for $850 to $900, but those are also going to be overpriced because, like I said, PC market is just not in a good space right now. Happens every couple of years, but you guys want to go ahead and buy it, go ahead. We have the Be Quiet 1000 watt power supply. This is platinum efficiency, 80 plus platinum. I think I paid $190 for this, but this power supply could go anywhere from $190 to $250. So like I said, it's based off of when you want to jump on the deals. This is going to be a beautiful power supply for everything here. It's 1,000 watt. This GPU needs 750 or more. So sometimes if you overcompensate your power supply, it's going to be better for your system because it's not going to be working so hard. Cooler. I got this beautiful ID Cooling FX360. This cooler was $80 on Amazon. Comes in different colors. This is black. It comes with white. I think there's a pink and white, but I normally go for the deep cool coolers, but they're no longer available in the United States. So I'm trying this. This is gonna be my first time trying this cooler out. Heard good things about it. Has a nice infinity mirror on the pump and it should be cooling down that chip pretty good. Next here, let's see, we have RAM. This is RAM by a company called Clev. Every time I do a PC build, I try to incorporate new RAM. I've used Team Group, Corsair, G-Skill. My first time using Clev, this is a 64 gig kit rated at 6,000 mega transfers. So this is going to be really, really fast, especially for editing, everything we got to do here. The motherboard. I keep dropping this. Sorry, guys, but let me put this over here. See, I'm just bumping everything. Motherboard. Now, I got a gigabyte GPU and I got a gigabyte motherboard. I think my last two builds I did Asus, and then the other one I did Asus and MSI, but my first time using gigabyte, this is like their highest top of the end board. When I bought this, it was $328 on Newegg, and it came with RAM, which I gifted the RAM. So, but this board, it's an X870E board. It's gonna have all the ports you need, all the VRM, cooling, everything you need for overclocking. This is what the board looks like. It's got RGB, all the fun slots that you need and everything like that. So this is going to be a really, really good board for the CPU. Now, all right, well, let those fall, but those were extension cables for, you got CPU, 24 pin. I think these are like GPU. These are some fan cables. That thing fell down there, but oh well, we'll get it later. This is a contact frame for the CPU. This helps the CPU have better cooling. This, for the graphics card, instead of you having that dirty, there's like a 3 prong dongle that comes out of there. This is a one single cable that goes directly into this power supply, because this power supply is 5.0 ready for these cards. So it's one cable, plugs right in. I got some fans, Thermaltake. They got blue rings on them, that's why I got them. We're gonna be removing these Corsair fans, and then we're gonna put a fan on the back. But for storage, and this is overkill, you don't have to do this. For storage, just for, you know, normal people, a 2 terabyte is good for any system. But this is gonna be my boot drive. This is 2 terabytes. This Clev is gonna be my games drive. This is also 2 terabytes. And to make it 6 complete terabytes, 4 terabyte Crucial P30 or 310, this is gonna be for my media. This is for my videos and every time I stream and I wanna take, you know, long sessions of recording. You don't ever wanna have one drive that you play games on and scratch up, because this is gonna wear it out. So if you wanna have 2 drives, go ahead. You wanna go crazy, go ahead. This was about $130. This was about $120. This was $220. Don't, if you know, get the 2 terabyte of this version, but they're all Gen 4, so they're all 7,000 read write, so that's all you need. This funny thing right here, this is 30 bucks. It's a GPU adapter. So this plugs directly into the GPU, and then you're gonna run a cable. This is for this cable right here I was telling you about. You don't need this. This is just something to where it makes it a little bit easier to get the plug in and out. So all this together was between $2,800 and $3,000. Like I said, all this stuff just changes. So just keep that in mind. This case is a Corsair 5000X. They don't really sell these anymore. The new Corsair cases they have are the 4000 like D. They changed the model so where the AIO, it's not up here, it's down here, but those cases are good too. Corsair always has beautiful cases. They always have good cable management and they're easy to build in. So let's get to it. Right now we're gonna install CPU, RAM, and the SSDs. So I'm gonna start by taking off these brackets, because these brackets are what you need to remove so that you can install the AIO cooler. So I'm gonna start taking these off real quick, and then we're gonna put the CPU in first, and then I'm gonna take the latching mechanism off after, because we want the CPU to seat first before we just dump it in there. You want to be real careful with these boards. Sockets are the pins are inside the socket of the motherboard on these AM5s. The AM4s, the sockets were on the actual chip. They have since changed that. This is my first AM5 build, so I'm excited. I just want to make sure that, you know, we're doing everything that we need to do correctly here. So I'm gonna pull this latch back, and then we're gonna pull this up. So with the RYZEN chip, so we're gonna start with the CPU. That is the CPU in all its glory, guys. You don't want to make sure anything falls in there. You want to inspect the pins. It looks like all those pins, they look like they're fine. It doesn't look like there's anything wrong with them. But we want to always hold the CPU by the corners. And with RYZEN, the CPU always goes like this. You could match up the arrows, but you want to make sure that it's in there, which it looks like it's in there, because let's see, put that down. But we're not gonna do that, guys. CPU's in there, give it a little wiggle, don't do it hard. I'm barely doing that. You're gonna take this Allen key and you're gonna take off these, wait, what the heck? Oh, there it goes. There we go. You want to take the Allen key, remove these. Now this is unnecessary. You don't need a contact frame, but if you want to have your cooling up to par, then you can definitely use these. That's going to drop down because the mechanism's getting loose all the way around, so that's probably why that fell. But you want to go around. This is not a screwdriver. This is an Allen key. So when you get these loose enough, you should be able to pull up. See? So this whole mechanism comes up. Put this to the side. Contact frame is right here. So this is supposed to go like this because you want to match arrow to arrow. So see how that falls in perfectly? Then it came with the, yeah, okay, now I'm screwing up. I dropped the screws, guys, but I got it. I got it. You want to put all these screws in there. These don't need to be cranked down. You could just put them tight until the Allen key stops. You're good. You want to make sure that all those are secured. Now I'm going to do a cross pattern. Do a little over there, a little over there, a little over there. Then you're going to finish it off over here. And then all you got to do is just go all the way around, make sure it's all tight, do a cross pattern again. So that's done. That's done. That's done. And that's done. That's all you need. You don't need to torque them down. This is just to hold this in place. So we got that squared away. Now we are going to move on to the RAM, which I've never used Clev before, but I'll give you guys a fair assessment of this RAM. This is going to be 2 sticks of 32, and these are RGB, so they're going to be all fancy. So you want to make sure you open up the 2 and the 4 slots on the motherboard. They're these stainless steel looking ones. These ones are black. The ones we're going to be using are these. You always want to run your 2 sticks in dual channel memory. Make sure these don't pop out and fly all over the place. There we go. So the RAM, the side that doesn't have the barcode on it is going to go up front. So you're going to line it up. Oh, there we go. Okay, it's all right, guys. False alarm. I thought I was pressing it too hard, but I wasn't pressing it hard enough. So I was right. This side goes this way. So I'm gonna put the other one in. Just gotta line them up. Sometimes it's hard to see. That side's lined up. This side's lined up. So you're gonna go out all the way. There we go. Okay, they're in there. Both sticks are clipped in. We're good, guys. We passed the test. Now we are going to install our first SSD, which I took off a little sticky. And I think this button right here is a latch to undo this one. There we go. It's this latch right here. So we got to remove the sticky. And then we got to remove the sticky from here. Where's that? There we go. Now, boot drive, we're going to go with the Samsung. So the Samsung is going to be at the top. They say it's a 5.0 lane gen, but it's a 4.0 4-lane gen. So never knew, but I do know that this is probably the fastest out of all the SSDs. So if you want to boot up your PC pretty quickly, this one is the one you want to use. All right. We're going to install on this side at an angle. You're going to put it down, and there is a latch right here. You're going to barely move it, but then it flips it back. So it's in there, it's steady. And then this bad boy goes like this, I believe. And then, does it clip? Wait, where is this? So we got that in. Now we want to pull this board off. And let me see. we're gonna put 2 sticks here. So I think we take off. So we're gonna put this in here. Wait, let me see what this looks like. Nah, because we gotta put the cover back on. That heatsink thing isn't gonna work. So there, that one's in there. You wanna make sure that you click and pull that one back. This is gonna go right here. So we're gonna do it like that. Move that back. Hello? Hold on. Okay, hold on, guys. Something's going on with this one. I know for a fact that plugging this in perfectly fine because it just clipped. It's not, oh, there it goes. I had to press it down. It's in there. So we're good. So now, all we got to do now is put this plate back on. We are down here in the case and we are mounting these motherboard standoff screws. So there's 8 of them. All right, that's good. Good thing about having a magnetic screwdriver, guys, for this process right here. All right, so that's good, that's good, that's good. Got the AIO right here, ID cooling one. Cool thing is, nice pump, fans are already installed. So what we're gonna do right now is we're gonna put the hardware kit on the motherboard, which we need to start with these nuts. And this is AM5, so you wanna make sure that this goes down. So we're gonna start screwing this in. Just hand tighten them at first as much as you can. The reason why you want the concave side to go down, because this is the side that goes all the way down so that you can put your mounting brackets on here. So you're gonna keep screwing these down. Hello? Mr. Please? Oh, there it goes. It just took a while on that one. That one just took a while. I was like, are you done? Are you finished? Are you finished? Are you done? Okay, here we go. Here we go, guys. Just want to make sure that these are all the way down, hand tightened. And you go, and this, for some reason, it's taking a minute. I should have did that little spin on there in the first place. I found the way to do it faster, guys. Watch this. See, look. See, look at, boom, done. Look at that. Now, these mounting points are for AM5, so you need to get these little ones. If you have Intel, don't know what to tell you. But you want to make sure that these are like this. So you want to make sure it's facing up. So you're going to put like that. This is facing up. It's like a arrow pointing, and then you want this one facing up on the other side. So we got all that squared away. So now we're going to put these screws on. These are also part of the mounting. We're going to tighten these in a minute, but for right now I'm just going to do these as these, because this AIO mounts a little bit differently. Normally you put the pump on and then you put these screws on to mount it. But this is just the mounting hardware. When we put the pump on, the pump's gonna mount on these 2 screws. So we're gonna tighten this up real quick. Just gonna get one more and then we're gonna hit it with the screwdriver real quick. See if we can hit it with this electronic. I don't know. This is, let's see. We're putting the thermal paste on the CPU. You wanna put a generous amount. Probably right. Well, that's all we need because this is what came in the tube. So you want to make sure that that's on there. If you have any little extra, you could just wipe it down right there and there. Now, with this pump, We're going to mount it like this. All right, so wait, you said I gotta push. All right, so I think we're gonna just go old school with the screwdriver until it stops. Because you want to have even pressure on each side of the CPU. You're tightening it down so that the thermal paste can spread out evenly. So that side screw stopped and that side stopped. We are on to the motherboard and the GPU section. So we open this up, 5070 Ti. TI stands for too much money. Gigabyte. Let's see, is this $1 million? Eh. All right, guys, so this is what I was talking about earlier. You don't want to use this. This is bad. This is going to start you a fire. Just throw it away. All right, GPU, guys. This is a big beefy boy. This is the Gigabyte OC Gaming. Ooh, what the? Bruh. Look at, oh my gosh, dude. They got some explaining to do with this sticker peel. I know there's more peel somewhere. Performance. All right, whatever. But look at this. Look at this. Look how sticky this thing is. I'm gonna have to get this off. Sure that this is pushed back. This is a freaking crazy GPU. I never worked with a 3-slotter before. So you want to make sure you line it up. Push. I think it went in. Yeah, it looks like it went in. 3-slot GPUs are not the meta. Probably dropped these screws like 57,000 times. So yeah, you guys don't want to do that. So you want to screw those up. We got the power cable right here. One cable. You want to make sure that this cable clips, guys. If this cable does not clip, you will set fire to your CPU. So look, I plugged it in, but it didn't click.
The area is safe. This is a live look. Hazmat specialists are also on scene monitoring the air quality and water runoff. The exact cause of the fire is unknown at.
Okay, I don't like that. I don't like that. Let me uninstall it. You got to make sure you hear the click. Wow. I think it clicked. All right, guys. So as you can see, the build is finally completed. I cut both my fingers because of this fin right there. Be careful. Very dangerous. But success.